Hey, what's up guys, and thanks for tuning into the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the newly released SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Dodoria. Now, originally in my earlier videos, I did say I missed out on the pre-order for this guy because he was somewhere in November and I just had a lot of stuff I was dealing with back then, so I did not manage to pre-order this guy. However, I was checking Amazon Japan, I think about a month ago at this point, and I did see that he was available, and the price was actually fairly reasonable, so I just thought, why not? Because I'm pretty sure, because as a P Bandai figure, his availability and his price will just go up with time, without a doubt. So I thought, hey, let's just snag this guy as ASAP, and I don't want this to be another one of those Birder and Goldo situations, because I still don't have that, and that's been out for at least half a year now. So without further ado, let's start with the box. This is a pretty big box, as you can see. Here we got Dodoria on the front doing a scream. You can see the figure on the inside. We got Dodoria here on the side, in Japanese as well. We do have all these words and descriptions here. Dragon Ball Z. We got the premium Bandai logo down here, Tamashii Nation Bandai. On the top, we just see Dodoria with a scouter. On the bottom, Dodoria smiling. On the side, we got a few battle poses and the Namekian 7-star Dragon Ball. This is actually the activated version. You can actually see here, you see that's got the metallic orange paint rather than the clear version. So on the side, Dodoria. And on the back, we get your typical SH Figuarts Dragon Ball kind of action poses and descriptions. And here we have him with the rest of the team. We got Frieza, which I actually reviewed. If you check out my channel, you can see a review for this guy. Here we have Dodoria, and this is Zarbon, which will come in the future because I do have this guy pre-ordered. So yeah, that is that. Without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what he looks like out of the box. All right, and here we have Dodoria all out of the box. And first thing that I want to say is, in hand, he's actually not what I expected. Firstly, I just want to say that he does feel a little cheap. He just feels kind of flimsy, and you can also see the chest, see how it's very glossy. Some higher end SH Figuarts, and honestly, at this price point, you would expect a more premium finish, kind of like matte, as you can see on the shoulder pads. I just wish that they did a matte finish for the chest. So there's that. But the other thing is, when you're moving him, you see when you do an ab crunch, you got this massive gap in the back. And that's just very unsightly, I feel like, especially, again, for a figure of this price. Yeah, so, and even on the front, there's quite a big gap. So you can see it's quite hollow inside, and then kind of on the waist as well, you just see big gaps all the way around. So this is a very unique figure. I guess the only other figure that would come close to him would be Majin Buu, the Fat Buu version. Other than that, he looks pretty good overall. Just those little things that are worth mentioning. But other than that, like I said, he looks pretty good. Just how he did in the show. He's got these spiky forearms, which are really nice. A spiky head. He's got a smirk on his head. But other than that, not that much paint either. We got a little paint on the boots here, some on the body. I believe the blue is actually casted. Yeah, it's casted blue. And of course, we get a little paint on the face. So without further ado, let's get over into the articulation. Head is on a double ball joint. He doesn't really have a neck because he is kind of chubby. Neck, like base of the neck mobility is kind of on a ball joint. You can kind of move it back and forth. Shoulders are on, those shoulder pads are on hinges. I do not believe they can remove like some of the Ginyu Force members. No, so I'm not going to try that. He does have a butterfly joint that goes out to about that much here. It is kind of filled in the back, which is kind of nice. We do have a ball joint here at the shoulders, so you can go all the way around, and a hinge that goes up to just over 90, which is very nice. He does have a bicep rotation as well as a double jointed elbow. That looks very, very nice. And a ball hinge at the wrist. Going into the torso here, he does have an ab crunch that goes this far forward, but again, very, very unsightly. Going back, not that much motion. He does have a twist here, but it's very, very tight. As you can hear, it's super squeaky, and I don't really want to force it because I feel like if I kept forcing it, it might snap on me one day. So yeah, there is that. Waist is on a ball joint as well, but again, very, very gappy and unsightly. Don't really like that. Legs can kick forward that far back. can go out to the side. You can do decent splits for someone of this size. You can do thigh rotation here, as well as a knee bend that goes to just below 90, but again, he's pretty chubby. It also has a double jointed, ball jointed ankle, as well as a toe pivot that goes pretty much to 90 degrees. So yeah, pretty decent articulation, just very, very cheap feeling and unsightly. But other than that, pretty good figure. So let's take a look at some of the accessories that Dodoria comes with. So starting off, he comes with 2 additional head sculpts. These are actually complete heads. You just pull it right off and you plop it on. We got the smirk on there right now. We got an even bigger smirk. And then we got a angry, scared, gonna blow you up kind of face. And the cool thing is all these faces, the left ear can actually pop right off. And here's where the scouter comes in. And again, it's very nicely painted just around here. It's cast in a clear plastic. And of course, the end here is green. And what you would do is you would take this peg and you would plug it into that hole there. And he would have Dodoria with his scouter on. And every single one of these heads can do that as well. This one, you can pop that off as well. And same on the head that comes with Dodoria, just like that. So getting that back on there. I'm gonna get the heads out of the way. Let's take a look at some of the hands. Now he comes with 2 kind of grasping hands. I love how the fingernails are painted black. Very, very nice. It's big hands. He also has 2 kind of relaxed palm hands. Again, black fingernails, very nice. The paint on these is fairly clean, I would say that though. And he also has this pointer finger hand just for the left hand. I'm not sure what this is for. Dodoria is fairly minor character, so forgive me if I don't remember some of his signature attacks. This could be a signature attack, or it could just be, ha ha ha, you're gonna die, kind of a thing. So, pointer finger for the left. And yeah, that is pretty much it for accessories. Oh, yeah, one thing I forgot is the Dragon Ball. So let me get that out for you real quick. It's hard to... There we go. So here is the 7-star Namekian Dragon Ball, the activated version or the summoning dragon version. As you can see, it's very metallic. It's very, I would say, almost opaque. You can't really see through it like you can with the non-activated version, but I do like this version better than the clear ones because it just has more of a premium finish compared to the other ones. So yeah, that is that. And of course, you can hold it with any one of these hands because he's got massive hands. So that is that. Now, before we finish the review, let's just get some quick comparisons going on here. Get these accessories out of the way. So here we have him next to the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which is my previous review. As you can see, quite a big size difference here. He is a little bit taller, but then he is way bigger and way wider than him. He is, like I said, a very chubby guy. And here we have the base form Goku, because he is pretty much a staple for SH Figuarts Dragon Ball comparisons. And that is that for comparisons. So, some final thoughts on this figure. What do I think about Dodoria? I think that if you are a completionist, definitely go for him. He is not a bad figure by any means, but I just feel like he's a little bit cheap. Like I mentioned, we got these massive gaps here in the body as well as in the torso here. You can literally see right through him. He's very, very hollow. He has a fairly light and kind of cheap feeling. Not a lot of paint on him, barely any shading. For accessories wise, for a P Bandai, he doesn't really come with a lot. He comes with his basic few heads, comes with a scouter, of course, he needs a scouter, absolutely. He comes with his few hands here, and the only other thing that we get is a Dragon Ball. So, for a P Bandai release, you would expect a little bit more than just what we're getting here. And for his price, he's not exactly the cheapest guy out there either in terms of P Bandai. So just my personal opinion, if you're not that into Dodoria, or if you're not a completionist, I would honestly say you can skip this guy. But for me personally, I am a completionist. I'll try to get all the Dragon Ball SH Figuarts figures whenever possible. So I did pick him up. But again, just my opinion, if you're not, I would say skip this guy. So yeah, that's my review of the SH Figuarts Dodoria from Dragon Ball Z. If you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.